What is up, YouTube? SourPackJames back at it again. Today, got a good one as we're going to look at two submissions I got back from PSA. Should be a fun time. But before we get to all that, your first time checking out the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We greatly appreciate it. And all those been watching, thank you once again for your support. And so back from my local card show, I have a group submitter that I drop off cards off. And was I finally to catch up with them and picked up two submissions. So two separate submissions, got a Jordan one and a ultra modern one. So let's start with the ultra modern stuff. In total is about 25 cards, although one of the cards I already sold at the card show. I'll just put that here. It was a really cool Sasha Banks Bailey Topps Chrome Auto. So really happy with that one. Found a dealer that was into wrestling cards and wanted to sell it. So yeah, let's get to the ultra modern stuff. And first off, we got the Mosaic Tyrese Halliburton pink camo. At least these next couple cards. These are cards I actually was digging back through my collection and found. So must have been a card I pulled way back in the day and just thought like put it back. And so really cool just to find this. And when I was digging through my cards and just sent it off and got a nice PSA 10. Low end cards, nothing too crazy, but you know it's always nice. Here's another optic with a kind of cool jersey match with the purple. So the 9 there. I think there was like a slight surface issue somewhere around here. So took a chance on it. Came back a 9. And then the next up, we got the Tyrese Maxey Blue Velocity. Always liked Blue Velocity out of optic. Another card I found back in my card store. So very cool to get a PSA 10 out of this. And then next up, we got the Logan O'Hoppe. Don't usually do a baseball cards, but I am local to the Angels, so you know, one of the very, very few bright spots, I guess, out of this particular Angel season is Logan O'Hoppe. Really clean looking card, and happy to get a 10. And so there you go. Already sold this one this morning, so happy on this. My main goal for this submission is really just kind of sell the majority of these cards, and then there's a couple for my PC, but use it to fund a bigger PC purchase, which I'm hoping to get. Next up is Jahmyr Gibbs Prism Silver. Got a 9 out of this one. I think there was like the tiniest of dots right here from what I recall. But there you go with Jahmyr Gibbs. Should be an exciting season for him. Next up, we got a Franz Wagner Obsidian patch auto. This is the Red Flood. I don't think this is serial. There you go with the thicker cards. Do recall there's something on the top edge right here that wasn't quite comfortable, but decided to send through. But you know, for a thicker card, 9, not too bad. Pretty cool there. Next up, this one's a little disappointing. This is a Cora Jade Scope out of Prism, her rookie. These are out of like $199, so I wasn't really sure what. I must have missed something that got an 8 here. Yeah, not really sure. I have to look back on this one. So this one I was disappointed in the grade. I was like, thought this would be do better than this. And the next pair I thought would do better. First off is the from 23 Prism Stone Cold Red Prism out of these are $299. Yeah, and the next one Hulk Hogan as well, the same. So I don't know. Looking back, I could see top the setting on this one's a little high on or low on top, but I thought one of these cards would get a 10. So tad disappointed for the grades on this, but there you go. Should do okay on these. Next one is probably, I'm going back and forth whether to keep it in the PC or not. This is the Kenny Omega out of Allure. I just like the this particular parallel. It's only out of $299, so nothing crazy, but it just looks cool with the AEW logo. So there you go. Got a PSA 10 on this, but big fan of Allure, and yeah, I'm glad they're making another year of it. But knowing Upper Deck, it'll take 2 years to come out. Next up, we also got in the same set, Sky Blue. I guess this would be considered her rookie year for Upper Deck. The only thing I don't like about the Upper Deck, well, there's a lot of things I don't like about the Upper Deck cards, but they don't really do the rookie designation on the wrestling cards. That's kind of a, I don't know, an annoyance, I guess. But happy to get a 10 on this. I'm sure we'll go to a collector there. Next up is a somewhat recent rip. This is from 2021. Topps Chrome Slam Attacks. Very, very fun box if you get a chance to rip it. This is the Roman Reigns Orange Refractor from these, I guess, SummerSlam booster. I got a mint 10 on this, and this one is out of number 25. I don't know if you can see that. So really cool low number card. You know, never have enough of Roman Reigns. And next up, to kind of finish off the wrestling cards, is a Rhea Ripley Topps Finest Rookie Auto on card green refractor out of 99. Happy with the 10. Very, very cool. So this is probably the biggest card out of all this submission. Yeah, just kind of depending where we find a buyer for this one, but really, really cool card. Had this one in the storage for a while, and then just kind of when I was digging through, just like, hey, this one looks good, let me send it off, and there we go with the 10. It's interesting with like the Topps Chrome, Topps Finest cards. It's, you know, you do get on card autos, which for whatever reason, I don't know if people don't appreciate as much, because considering with like, you know, Prism and stuff, it's all sticker cards. Anyways, so that's the Ultra Mario stuff. Overall, pretty happy. You know, only a couple cards I just didn't like expect on the grades, but everything else I kind of expected, and some of the cards I took chances on, so it was like hit or miss. But overall, we should do very well on this one. Next up is the Michael Jordan submission. I don't know why I do these submissions, because like they grade so hard on these older Michael Jordans. So if this was like, say 50 or 60% on, like, I'm hoping for 10s. For like, if I send in like a Jordan submission, I'm expecting like 15 to 20%, which is roughly what I got out of here. So definitely more of a chore, but it's kind of a fun chore for me, because, you know, Jordan's my favorite player, and I like kind of just scouring around for the same same damn cards that I grew up in my youth and trying to get 10s to add to the collection. So the goal with these submissions is always to get 10s, add to the collections that I don't already have, and then whatever is, you know, is left over, I just sell and just kind of keep the process going. So one of these is the Flair Metal out of 96. The Metal Shredders, really, really cool card. This is probably my 5th or 6th attempt at this. Got a 9. So I think this one I noticed that had a little dent there. It's probably hard to see on the camera, but I don't recall seeing that when I sent it in, but whatever. And then another one, yeah, another 9. And yeah, I do see a little dent, but I don't really remember seeing that on the when I sent it in. But there you go. Next up, 3 versions of this 1990 Flair Michael Jordan. Very, very common card. Yeah, I think all 3 of these I got off of ComC. So we just got a 9, an 8, and a 9. Looking at it, I could see, you know, some issues with some of the centering. Like this one's a lot smaller, and this one is heavier on the right. But you know, it's these cards are cheap to get, and it's fun to kind of look for and find. And then, you know, as long as there's like a nice grading special, I'll send it in until I can get a 10 on these. Really, what I should do is just buy the 10, but it's just fun doing the process and kind of going on a hunt for me. So there you go. Next up is a 1998 Topps Chrome Champion Spirit. So this card actually cracked from a old CSG 9 or 9.5, back when I guess CSG had the green label, and I don't know if they grade harder, but their criteria to get the 9.5 was harder. So they deemed the surface the lowest part. When I looked over the card, I thought maybe the edges weren't as nice as they should have been. But yeah, got a 9 out from PSA, so there you go. Still a cool looking card. I like it. Next up is another one I've been trying to get. This is probably my 4th or 5th attempt on this one. This is the 1998 Flair Traditions Michael Jordan Pulse Factor. Very, very cool looking card. I don't know, I just something about it I like. So this is a 9 here. I can see a little soft, then very, very soft, but that's about it. But yeah, these cards are very kind of fragile. Just you do a little nick on the corner of edges, they just get nicked. And so always looking for these, but the ones I always found, it's just, you know, not good enough in terms of trying to get a gem mint. One I didn't get Gentman is the 1996 Skybox Premium. So we got 1 out of 9 and 1 out of 10. So the 10 will go into the PC. Very, very happy with this. Love this card. Had this card as a kid, so I'm just getting this back and adding it to the collection there. So very, very happy with this. And this is the 9 here. Trying to see if there's anything too crazy, but I don't know. They seem very, very similar, so I don't know what really differentiates. I suppose the corners on this one is a better overall than this one, but there you go. We got one to the PC. Happy with that. Next one we also add to the PC is the 1989 hoops. So yeah, happy with this one. Very, very cool. Another card that had a childhood, and add to the PC there. And next up, we got the 1993 Michael Jordan Scoring Kings PSA 5. I'm actually so happy I got this as out of 5. I got this card really, really, really cheap. There was a crease on it, or a very slight crease on it. So I knew it wasn't going to be any like a high grade or anything. So I was hoping for like a 4 or 5, and it came back a 5. In terms of the front and the visual, it looks amazing. This is a great card to display, and it still is a great card just to look at, and definitely something to add to anyone's Jordan collection to, show off, because this is one of kind of like the iconic cards to have. And yeah, happy with this. Gonna move this. I actually already moved it, and I'm trying to build up all this fund to trying to get one of the Planet Jordan Michael or Planet Metal Michael Jordan card. Not sure which year, but probably one of those cards is what I am building for right now. So there you go. That is 2 submissions for PSA. Got 2 cards for the PCs. Everything else will most likely be moved so I can get a bigger PC there. So there you go. Let me know what you guys think. And if you sent anything from PSA recently or any of the grading companies, let me know down in the comments. As always, SourPackJames for all my latest video notifications and pickups. Until next time, guys, just enjoy the rest of your week. It's been real.